Hello, everyone, and welcome to another thrilling episode of the Days Grimm. I don't have a super sick intro this week. Do us a favor, man. Like and subscribe. That's what matters. On the YouTube, on the Spotify, wherever you're getting your pods at, wherever you're listening to this right now, just do yourself a quick favor. Pause it. Back out. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, whatever. Tell us to go F ourselves, whatever you wish. And then continue. Now you can hit play. So welcome to another thrilling episode of the Days Grimm. My name is Brian Michael Day.
My name is Thomas Grimm.
What's up, dude? Thank you. How are you, dude?
Not too bad.
I'm pretty solid, dude. I'm getting back into lifting now.
Yeah.
That the triathlon for
window
us
is closed for now.
Yeah, so that window has closed. I'm still doing cardio, but I've dialed it back a little bit. So now I'm getting back into my anaerobic training, working on them legs. I did legs today. Fucking sucked.
I biked
really
41 miles Monday and really just had to put the knee in a brace and lift it up and ice it. Had some knee pains. So.
Dude, shout out to, speaking of cycling, dude, I didn't know Jake Jones.
Yeah.
Huge cyclist.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone all the way to, like, Colorado. Did you know that? Like, he's ridden his bike to Colorado. In one day, he rode to Louisville and back. It was like 140 miles.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
It's
I
nice.
mean, you can tell by, like, because I lift with him. I ran into him at the gym on the west side. And you can tell, like, when you look at him, he's got, like, cyclist legs. You know what I mean? Like, they're just very, very petite, very muscle tight, not an ounce of fat.
Right.
Yeah. He's got very nice legs, nice calves. So, Jake Jones, if you ever hear this, I like your calves, dog. Damn, dude, what are you sipping on, sir?
You know, my Terramana and lemonade.
That lemonade Terramana combo going.
It's dangerous.
This is always the episodes where we don't have people in here. It's always such a weird flow because I feel like I want to say hit him with that intro.
Right. And then
there's nothing. There's nothing
Pablo's
there.
not in frame anymore.
Pablo's over here. He's just got his chain, just hanging out, dude. But yeah, dude. So we're gonna roll into this death of the week, right, dude?
Yeah.
You want to fucking do that DOT dub, son?
DOT dub.
This week's Death of the Week, guys, brought to you by Corn Dog Development, who's making these super dope coasters. Check him out. He's on Etsy. We'll put the link in the description. Use code Days Grimm and save 10% on anything that dude's making, and it's quite a bit. He's a stud. Shout out to you, Corn Dog. Thanks for everything you do. And helping us along our journey here. So this week's Death of the Week, strange. Father suffocated after he got trapped in a rabbit hole while trying to hunt for animals with dogs and ferrets. And if you're watching on YouTube, we can already kind of tell that this is a unique looking individual here. So, he's got one of those like dog collar necklace chains on. It's a bit much, and also a heavy drinker from what I'm seeing. So we'll roll into this story here. Here we go. A father died after he crawled into a rabbit hole and got stuck while out hunting with his dogs and ferrets. An inquest has heard. I don't know what that means. Onward.
I don't know either.
50 years of age, was a keen ferreter who frequently spent his spare time trying to catch rabbits near his home outside Doncaster, South Yorkshire. On a New Year's Day this year, he went to Squirrel Wood Scout Camp, but got trapped while tracking down a rabbit and subsequently suffocated. Super sweet watch, rolling through this story. We're going to keep steamrolling here. Relatives were concerned when he failed to attend a celebratory lunch they had organized and raised the alarm with police the next day. His body was found by a member of the public on January 2nd with his bottom half sticking out of a rabbit hole. During an inquest into Mr. death at Doncaster Coroner's Court, PC Richard Hall said, "We found a male head first in a hole Only his legs and torso were visible.
How big was this rabbit?
He was at a 45-degree angle curved around the hole. There was a hand coming out of the hole in between the male's legs. I could not, this is still a quote. I could not see the other hand. There were scratch marks on the ground. It became obvious that the man was deceased. PC Hall said Miss an unemployed former miner had been wedged in the hole with hardly any room at all.
Sounds like coal miners really like tight spaces.
What the fuck, dude?
Like, you see a rabbit run in the hole. What makes you dig in it like a dog,
here, dude? Who's doing this for sport, dude? Are you trapping? Are you catching rabbits by hand? Is that what's going on here?
I don't know. I think he was using his dogs and like, what happened to his dogs or his ferret?
Who's hunting with ferrets?
That's
Aren't those the weird little weasel-looking things?
Yeah, but that's in the UK, so they do all kinds of weird shit. They eat ass there. Like,
dude,
the girls eat ass.
Oh, girls eat ass.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you
I
eat
should have
ass.
rephrased with that.
Prefaced with. Dude, I don't know, man. What do you think about that, man? Are you doing any rabbit hunting anytime soon with any ferrets?
No, but like...
This worries me. This concerns me.
What makes them dig in a hole more? You know, like a dog digs in a hole. Like, did your dog dig your hole wide enough for you to think, let me put my whole upper body in there?
I didn't think about that. Do you think that's what happened? The dog dug the hole out?
I don't know. But that's what I would assume, is that the dog started digging there, chasing after a rabbit.
I don't know where to go with this, dude. Like, I'm concerned. I'm wondering how big is this hole? Is it a rabbit that opened the burrow? Did the dog open the burrow? Where's the ferret? Did the ferret, like in my mind, the ferret went in first and then he went in and then like he had to eat the ferret to survive and then he still died? Like, I don't know what happened. I need to be there. I need to have seen I wish with some of these there were like CSI photos.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like at least a photo of the hole or something, you know, like.
How big is it? Because he's not a small gentleman.
Right.
I mean, this guy's got broad shoulders and you got to make enough room for that freaking dog collar chain that he's wearing. That thing is thick AF.
He probably got snagged on a tree root and that's what suffocated him.
You think so?
Maybe.
That's gnarly, dude. That's why I don't wear those dog collar necklaces, dude. I don't know, man. I got an idea. Hear me out.
Yeah.
I want to make a couple phone calls today.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
Let's go for it.
So this week we don't have a guest. However, we kind of troubleshot.
We have guest of Days Grimm
troubleshot. We're throwing around the idea of giving a couple people some phone calls. Hopefully they pick up, and then from there we'll just we'll see where the conversation goes. So, you know who I want to really call? Pastor Mike Murphy. Let's give him a shout.
Matt Murphy.
What did I say?
You said Mike.
Matt Murphy. Mike Murphy is a Navy SEAL that died in Afghanistan. My fault. Let's give Matt Murphy a call. Let's see if he'll pick up here. All right, Matt, are you on the line with us?
I'm on the line. Are you on the line with me?
I am. We are both on the line, sir. How are you, dude?
Doing well, and you?
I'm okay, man. Just really, really tired lately. I've been eating a lot of pistachios.
I've been eating a lot of carbs.
Okay, and those make you tired?
No, if anything, I think it's helping combat my fatigue, but I'm just generally just tired, How are you doing?
Well, I probably would be in the same boat as that, finishing this huge paper that people call dissertation.
No, he's doing a dissertation.
8-month-old, start teaching, just a little bit of stuff. But
well, we wanted to reach out to you, sir. You were the first one I thought of, actually, because we want to reach out to people that have been on the show, people that haven't been on the show, which, by the way, you're on the pod, by the way. We're live. So
we're live.
We're doing it live. And you had mentioned when we ended our episode, we spoke off air, Thomas, you and myself. And you were kind of upset. You were like, man, I didn't get to ask any questions.
Yeah, I was bummed, I know. I love to ask questions.
We're going to have you back for a round two as well, sir. So as soon as you're done with that dissertation, you can make time for us. I want to have you back in. But
all right, we'll do.
Do you have a good question for the Days Grimm, either myself, Thomas, or just the pod in general?
A question that I usually go to when I'm meeting someone is if you were traveling through the desert, would you rather ride on an elephant or a llama?
That's an
That's like
intriguing.
the best question I have.
That's an intriguing question. Okay, so let me make sure I got this right. If I was traveling through the desert, would I rather ride on an elephant or a llama?
Yep, that's the question.
Okay. Well, thank you for your question, sir. We're gonna terminate the phone call, and
You're not gonna let him hear the answer?
No, he's got to tune in for the episode, dude.
Okay.
You got to tune in to get the answer, dude.
Do you ever know how these things work, Thomas?
I do not. I'm
Matt Murphy, thank you so much for the phone call. Thank you for the question, dude. Thank you for the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm pumped. Just let me know when this thing airs. Bye, everybody.
All
Bye,
right.
Matt.
See you, Matt. Awesome, dude. So if you're alone in the desert and
You had to choose between a llama and an elephant to ride across it on, which would you pick? I already know. I'm picking the elephant off the rip. You have to. Like, I just finished reading Genghis Khan in the Modern World, and they were talking about like how the Khans had these like fortresses that would like literally like they would strap it on the back of 4 elephants.
intriguing.
So I feel like if it's a trick question, an elephant can definitely get me across the desert.
Okay. I'm going llama.
Okay, why?
That's it. No, I'm going llama, dude, just because, like, okay. So at some point, I'm going to have to kill this animal, I think, in my mind. I'm going to murder this animal to survive.
Okay.
And in my head, it's
in my head, the elephants get me there.
In my head, it's like, which would you rather eat? But I'm carnivorous. Like, I'm a survivor, so that's where my mind goes. Now, if we're just assuming longevity, it really just boils down to which animal
Retains the most water.
Which animal can retain water the best? And I bet it's probably an elephant.
But I don't know. An elephant's
know.
so big that
It requires a lot of energy and a lot of water. It's not like a camel.
yeah, but
A
neither
camel
is a
would be
llama.
ideal.
Right.
A camel would be ideal, clearly. And I think
Or a
the llama is the closest relative to a
I'd
camel.
probably walk across the desert with a sheep before I'd be like, yo, let's hop on a llama. Because the sheeps are going to lead you to the green areas and the water and everything.
I'm really interested by that question. That's
Why
so
I wanted
off
to
the
keep him on the
wall, dude.
line to see if it was a trick
No,
question.
he's got to tune in, dude. He's got to tune in.
Well, Matt, let me know if this was a trick question. I'm concerned.
Matt, thanks for the dope question, dude. Damn.
Who's next on your list?
I'm going llama, dude. I'm sold on llama. I'm sticking to it. That was Matt Murphy, Pastor Matt Murphy, guys, with Clean Running Water, man. And if you guys haven't checked out his episode, dig back in the catalog a few episodes. I think he was like 73 or something. Get in there, check him out. They're doing great work across the globe. He just got back from
Another mission trip. I don't know.
Yeah,
where
he did a
to.
mission trip somewhere where they were putting in. He was there for vacation, but then also they handed out some pamphlets and like some, for clean water stuff. So like, he's just, dude, him and his wife and then their beautiful dog, they're just doing great work all over the place. Check that episode out, please. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Also, that's the episode that I've sworn the least in, just for the record. Who else we got, man? I like Nick Martin, dude. You remember Nick Martin, man? Everybody remembers Nick Martin, dude. He's I can't vouch for whatever's about to happen though. So
from pastor to disaster. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, dude, from pastor to freaking space cadet Nick Martin. I'm just joking. Nick, we love you. I'm gonna give you a call and hopefully he'll pick up, dude. So let's give this a shot and see if we don't have any more technical difficulties. Calling mobile, dude. Let's see if this works. There we go. There we go. Technical difficulties right off the rip, huh?
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Mr. Martin, what's up, sir?
Oh. How are you?
We got you live on the pod right now, man.
Right on, right on.
How
Hello,
are you, dude?
Oh, I'm good. Tommy, how are you doing, brother?
Not too bad myself. I'll do a nice
Right
little.
on.
Oh, God bless you, dude.
Oh, God bless you. Yeah.
What's up, dude? Nick, we miss you, man.
Oh, I miss you. I haven't talked to you in a
Dude,
handful
somebody
of days.
told me you died, man.
Well, whenever I see you running, I think that you're like halfway dead because I'm like, I know this guy was training for a marathon. So
Triathlon.
Triathlon, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not the marathon. Triathlon.
Yep.
Fuck them guys that run marathons. Triathlon's where it's at.
I'm thinking about doing I'm thinking about doing the what was it, the YMCA or no the YMCA marathon that they're doing here in town. I think it's October. But since the triathlon got canceled, I'm thinking about getting into that just to stay active and have something on my list. But anyways, man, we wanted to enough about me, more onto you, dude. We want to reach out to you and see if you had a decent question for either Thomas, myself, or just the podcast in general. And then we'll have you ask us a question. We'll hang up, and then Thomas and I are going to talk about it a little bit.
All right.
What you got, dude?
I would say, I would say it's going to be for both of you. Well, first off, I would say that stinks that the triathlon was canceled, because I know that you guys have been going hard for that, so that stinks.
Yeah.
For both of you, especially whenever I drive by your house and you're making your wife cut your grass so you can train, and then they just cut it out from under you. That's
dude,
trash.
and God bless her. Kristen is an angel.
Bless
dude.
her.
Yeah,
bless her. So for both of you, I would say, and it's going to be a little weird, but if there was a time machine, if time travel existed, would you prefer to go into the future, or would you prefer to go into the past? You can only go one way, and this is for the rest of the time.
And
so
I have to stay there?
No. You can come back to present day.
Okay.
But once you choose, you can only go one way. So, if right now you chose to go into the future, you can only go into the future to infinity. If you choose to go to the past, you can go to the past infinity.
Okay, man. Well, I appreciate the question. We're going to actually hang up, and then Thomas and I are going to discuss it. So
tune in.
Yeah, tune in for the answer, dude. And then also let everybody know that there's a dope question on the air. So I appreciate. I think you're mowing right now, right?
I am. I almost drove down to your house.
Well, dude, thanks for picking up. I know you're busy. I surely do appreciate it.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, y'all be safe. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Be good, brother. See ya.
Later.
All right, man. So would I rather travel to the future, to infinity, or travel to the past? I'm assuming infinity, all the way back to the start of the universe. What do you got?
I'm going to let you answer this first, because my answer will ruin whatever you answer.
Oh, no, dude. I hate going first. There's so much pressure. Dude, I think... Dude, honestly, if I'm just being honest, we need to cut into this deep, because time travel is no bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay? When it comes to time travel, I take this very seriously. To preface everything, I don't think that you could travel to the past.
Exactly, that's my point. Once the time machine is made, you can only travel from when it's made to X amount of time. There's no way you can go back unless it's from when the time machine was first made.
Okay, so what if
they bypass that law of...
Yeah, what if we find a way...
I'm probably going to the past.
...to bend time and space in such a way that we can actually fold back to previous events?
I would go to the beginning. I would go back and learn everything I could about anyone I wanted to from back then. It's not like you're going to change time, because I assume if this is set up, it'd be almost like Westworld or something where you can't go back and kill Adolf or, whatever.
Well, let's say that you can.
Well, I don't know. That would be a lot of alternate timelines.
Well, we're assuming a multiverse at this point,
I guess.
So you're just fabricating a new verse.
I would do a bunch of shit then. I'd go back in time and do all kinds of crazy shit.
You would?
Oh, yeah.
But think about what you could do in the future.
I don't know.
There's so much to be done in the future.
It'd be constantly changed, though, by whoever's going back.
You know what I reference clearly the greatest 80s movies of all time, Back to the Future. Okay, so there's a point in time where...
You gotta fuck your mom?
Clearly. That happens accidentally. I'm not going to try. It just happens.
Right.
But what's the antagonist's name? Is it Buck? The guy that's mean to him?
I haven't seen it in a hot minute.
The guy that's mean to him. Well, he learns about the time traveling, and then he goes and becomes like an expert gambler, remember? I think that might have been the second movie. But I think it's Buck. Or it's something with a B. Barnaby, whatever. And he learns about the time traveling, and then he becomes an expert gambler. So he was going to the future to see who was going to win, and then coming back and placing
I
all
just
these
feel like
bets.
there's so much knowledge in the past, though.
Do you think you would do it strictly for the knowledge and not try to exploit for your own benefactor?
I don't think so.
I think I would.
I think by all the knowledge that you would go back in time and get, that you would automatically exploit for your future.
I think I would. It's so tough. Both are good. Both are really good.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to the future, it's instant wealth, but if you go to the past, it's instant knowledge.
And
Essentially is my mind pass, because the future would be constantly changing.
I joke all the time about wanting to see the end of everything, just because, like, I want to see.
You would like to know when?
I want to know what it all looks like at the end.
Yeah.
Whether the Earth blows up, like, do humans find their way
Just
to
nuke
another?
each other.
Do we turn into aliens? Which is my running theory, which is a lot of people's running theory, is that aliens are just us farther in the future. So maybe I can get that question answered. I think I'm going future. I think I'm going future just strictly to be able to see the end and the evolution of man. You know what I mean? I think I would go as far as to see, like, termination of man.
Yeah, something you don't see in your lifetime.
Yeah, dude. You know, and, like, I know about the history already. You know, like, it's already happened.
Yeah, I guess, but a lot of it's
It would be different to be there.
misunderstood.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a lot of people, like when I mentioned Genghis Khan in last episode, you know, a lot of people think Genghis Khan was like putting people on sticks and, you know, with their heads and stuff. But really that was like his 10th generation down the line.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan, the Mongols originally, they were all archers. They didn't believe in hand-to-hand combat because they didn't want to get your blood on them. They don't want your breath. They don't want your smell. That's considered your life force, your energy, and it was bad for them. They only had armor on the front. They didn't have any armor on the back.
You're never retreating.
Right.
Yeah. Dude, the Mongols are I hesitate to say, like, an intriguing people.
They were
because they were so violent.
Well, and they were one of the first civilizations to allow religious freedom throughout their empire. And I mean, it's just interesting how, like, a lot of the modern ideas that they had.
They were just so violent, though.
To a degree, yeah.
But I feel like any great civilization.
A lot of it boiled down to they would kill all their men, and then like they would sit there and say, you know, you give us gifts, you surrender, you bring tribute, and we let you live, or if you don't, we're killing you. But that's how they gained such a huge following, because they brought riches. They opened the trade route. The Silk Route was controlled by them forever.
Dude, I looked up a map the other day of how far the Mongols actually.
It was huge.
All of China.
All of Russia. All the way to the Middle East.
And into Turkey.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
That's insane. I was actually talking to people about this last night while I was, like, belligerently drunk. Because I had a friend over who's, like, a huge history buff. Shout out to Tom and Corrales, dude, if you guys ever check the podcast out. But yeah, dude, Tom's just like this huge history nerd. And I'm a big fan of history, so, like, we usually go tit for tat. But yeah, I think my final answer is I would probably go to the future.
I'd go to the past.
Really? You just to be able to witness it firsthand?
Yep.
To see what the accounts
just
really were?
All different accounts, yep.
What if,
Alexander the Great,
good
Cleopatra.
question. What happens if you die?
In the past?
Yeah, dude, what happens?
I don't know. Like I said, in my mind, it's almost like a Westworld thing where you can't get killed.
You think so?
I don't know.
Like
GTA
if you
get killed,
cheat codes?
you just rip back to normal time where you're actually at.
That's crazy. What do you think the time machine itself
Would
the
basically be
apparatus
like
looks
VR simulator in my mind.
You think it's just going to be like a headset you throw on?
Yeah.
I don't
Or
know,
like
man.
like a thing you walk into and it puts you in an augmented reality.
Now, what happens, say that it's mainstream, right?
Which
And
it would become mainstream.
Yeah, like if you and I are traveling, then other people are going to be traveling.
Exactly.
So, I mean, like if we both travel to 1865 to see the Civil War in North America, like are we going to, if we go to the same date, the same time, the same place, are we going to see each other? Or is it
do
like...
we load in the same phone booth or... Well, there'd be no phone booth, but...
Yeah, dude.
Come through a telegram.
I wonder, do you think time travel would make your genitalia larger or smaller?
I don't know. No clue.
You think there'd be some shrinkage there?
Do you think your body would morph to of that time? Or do you think you'd look how you look now?
Hopefully I'm still jacked.
Yeah, hopefully.
And just go back to the Civil War and I'm like, what's up, dudes? What's up, dudes?
They're like, what's your shirt? We've never seen anything like
Yeah,
it.
dude. I'm wearing my joggers. They're like, what kind of fucking pants are those? Which, by the way, I love these fucking pants.
Yeah, they're nice.
They're my first set of joggers, man. Shout out to whoever invented joggers.
Who's next on the list?
I just feel like the time travel question, I could literally do an entire episode on it. Like, I could talk more and more and more about it because I have so many questions.
I'll just go immediately, like, right through the grades of history. Just like anything that would be questionable.
What would be the first place you would go? Time, person, place, or
probably
thing?
the beginning of time.
You would want to see like
how everything got put together. Why not? One of the greatest mysteries.
Oh, fuck, that would be cool. But then where are you? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
What does that look like?
Then maybe like smack the apple out of Eve's hand, you know?
Listen here, bitch. Fucking cut the shit.
Chop off a snake's head or something? I don't fucking
dude.
know. See what that reality looks like for a bit of time.
That would be sick to meet Muhammad and Jesus and like all the OGs, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Abraham.
Fuck. Like,
Moses.
dude.
Alexander the Great. Cleopatra.
Get down on the Euphrates,
Napoleon. Genghis
dude.
Khan. I mean...
Did you say Napoleon?
Yeah, why
Fuck
not?
that guy, dude. He had such little man syndrome.
I know he died of like what, lead poisoning and like
Yeah.
stomach issues.
I would like to.
But that's another thing to think about too. Is like, how far back in time could you go and not get side effects from, unless it is an augmented reality?
Yeah, I wonder what that looks like.
Because like if you go back to Napoleon's time and you spend 5 years there, are you contracting lead poisoning or?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, are you going to get syphilis? Like in the 1800s, syphilis was huge. Late 1700s, like 15th, 16th century. Like
you go
syphilis
back,
was massive.
you go back and bring back the bubonic plague or something.
Dude, what if you could prevent it? Think about
It
how
came from China and overpopulation. Same like the same like dysentery and stuff of that, and like it spread through the Silk Route through Europe. Like that's one thing too that's like nuts is like we just had COVID, but yet like the bubonic plague was low key the same, but different.
And the bubonic plague, dude, like those, I'm a big like anthology guy, like horror. I like the occult type stuff. And then like during the bubonic plague, that was some of like the darkest times in human history.
That was one of the main reasons the Mongol Empire collapsed was because all their trade routes had to be closed because that was the way it spread.
They lasted that long?
Yeah, they had several generations. They started to blend into, like you said, they owned all of China. The Forbidden City was originally built by Mongols and Mongol inspired. But like you're getting, like they ruled all that area and they blended in, had Chinese wives and became like that. They did that in almost every civilization they came in with. But
that's insane to me, man, that they made it that far, dude. Because the bubonic plague was what, 1600s?
I think it was early 1400s, if I believe.
1300s, so like,
but like you think
11th,
like
12th century.
you think about that though, is like it started in China. The Mongols and the Silk trade route spread it all through the East, all through Europe. I mean, the Roman Empire fell around that time, right?
Yeah, that's another one I'd like to see, like the first true democracy.
Yeah,
and like, how much do you think we can learn from that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
or even the Egyptians, how much technology was lost with them?
I know.
Like
were the aliens really here? Like, that's one thing. You ever watch Ancient Aliens or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I guess from time to time.
I think about that shit all the time. Like, how did they build these fucking pyramids, dude? Like,
right.
And then all the weird scriptures on the walls
or
of like
their holes are drilled perfectly straight with no curved groove marks.
And their weird accuracy of like geometric,
right? Like following the stars or whatever.
Yeah,
that
dude.
Plotting of that.
They have pyramids that are facing perfectly due north, like magnetic north. It's weird. Like, I might change my answer. I'm going back to the past. I changed my answer. Nick, dude, awesome question, man. That I could literally do an entire pod on just like. Sometimes do you ever think about like if we didn't do an interview based podcast and we just did like topic based podcast,
right.
Like how we started? I think about that all the time, and like I could do an entire hour on just time travel.
Yeah, I mean, it just involves a lot more research and stuff. But if the Days Grimm podcast ever takes off, I see us having multiple podcasts underneath the Days Grimm.
Oh,
podcast.
for sure, like an umbrella.
Yeah,
like a studio in general.
Yeah,
like the Days Grimm studio would be the LLC. I don't know. Intriguing. Nick Martin. Previous episode, I don't remember his number. He goes way back.
Way back.
Yeah, check him out, man. He was in the earlier episodes, 20s, 30s, 40s, something like that. Get in there. Check out Nick Martin. He's a really dope dude and a really deep thinker, especially recently. He's been texting me a lot of good stuff. So, Nick Martin, thank you for the good question, sir. Damn, we've got two good
Next
ones
up
right off
on
the
the
rip,
list.
dude. Who we going to next? You want to do, what about Mike?
Yep.
Mike Farley? You want to give him a shout?
Let's hit up Mike.
Now, Mike Farley, I don't remember what episode he was, but his was
70 something.
His was a banger, dude.
Yeah.
His story is
Banger.
just freaking
Powerful.
phenomenal. Let's give Mr. Michael Farley a phone call from the
Days
Newburgh
Grimm
area.
Studio.
He's phoning. We're phoning him in from the Newburgh area.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, sir?
What's going on?
Dude, you're live on the podcast, The Days Grimm. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man.
Any word back on your short film entry?
Yeah, dude.
What's that?
Is there any word back on your short film entry?
Actually, I turned it into two different ones. I got one that's in California and one that's in Chicago. And the one that's in Chicago, I'll hear back. They from sometime between now and September 25th, and then the one that's in California, that festival, it'll be between now and October 25th. So it's kind of like a waiting game right now, but definitely getting excited, checking it every day. And
dude, that's what's up, man. Speaking of like contests around town, dude, do you know who the Strangers are?
yeah, I submitted like the little thing so that they could be on the festival and stuff.
You saw them on Twitch?
No, I don't do that. I just seen them from like
the first
where you guys
time
were advertising them and stuff.
Oh, yeah. So they're doing all their live shows on Twitch now, right? And a huge shout out to the Strangers, man. They're crushing it. But yeah, it's funny that you're doing this contest and you're working really hard at it. That's awesome, and it does pay off because the Strangers basically did the same thing, and they've made it all the way to
LA.
They're in second place right now. It's them and one other band. If they beat this other band, they're going to play on one of the main stages at Louder Than Life in Louisville with like Rob Zombie, fucking Nine Inch Nails, dude. They're going to get huge exposure.
Yeah, I've been following it like on your guys' Instagram, and then I think they even mentioned it on the 103 GBF
They did.
website.
They were
Like,
on Channel 14 News. Like they're getting huge exposure right now, and rightfully so. They're hugely talented. So yeah, if you guys are watching this episode or listening, please check the Strangers out and vote for them on August 28th, I believe. They're playing in LA, and it'll be on Twitch, under DW Presents. You have to follow that group and then vote for them to win. But anyways, that aside, we wanted to call a few folks today, Mr. Farley, and see if we could get some good questions from people that have been on the show, people that want to be on the show, et cetera, but like a question that you might have for either Thomas or myself or just the podcast in general.
Just like any kind of subject.
Yeah, any subject. Dude.
The first question was if we had to go across the desert on a llama or elephant, which would we pick? And the other question was if we went back, if there was a time machine, would we go back in the past or to the future?
Yeah, it can literally be anything. You can be funny, serious, whatever you want, man. You got a question for us?
All right. Yeah. So I guess since we're on like the subject of music and stuff, put together your ideal dream band. Like who would you guys pick, to create your band of all time?
Damn. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it have to be a specific genre?
No, you would be making your own thing. It would be like, how Audio Slave, came about, and stuff, and it could be
groups.
living or dead. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, super groups, living or dead.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
That's a good question. Okay, so we're going to hang up now, and then we'll stay in tune. I'll text you when this episode's going to air, and then you can tune in for the answer, my dude.
All right, man.
Dude, thanks for picking up, man. I appreciate it.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You're welcome.
All right, have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Thanks.
Dang, dude, that's a good one. So a super group. Who you going with? You get to go first this time.
I don't know. I would pick something like one of those mashup bands where it's like you throw a real like a band together. So like maybe Slash on the bass, and then like
he plays guitar.
Slash plays bass.
Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah.
What are you, high?
He played bass in Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Slash?
Yeah.
Slash played for Guns N' Roses.
Okay, yeah, he played bass in Guns N' Roses.
No, he didn't.
Look it up.
Slash. Let's just look him up.
Slash bass player.
British American guitarist. That's a
okay,
six
but
string.
if you type bass, he plays bass as well.
He does? What instrument? Guitar.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, I would
He's
pick,
an iconic guitarist, by the way. He's one of the best of our generation.
like some band, like maybe even like the Beatles with like a modern day rapper or something.
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
I like where your head's at.
Right. That's what I would go with like Kevin Gates.
Oh, shit. Kevin Gates smacks.
Over some like old 60s, 70s style like mashup.
Yeah, I like that.
Like the Strangers' Natural Forces or something with a hi-hat.
Yeah, that's
and
a good
some
one.
bass to like Kevin Gates or somebody.
Dude, and yeah, last week we were just talking to Cedric about that.
Right.
Yeah, that would be a dope mashup. Like
Right.
if you had like someone that had some gnarly hip hop or like R&B influence on top of what the Strangers are putting out, like they're like you said, natural forces
with like Kanye on like a beat overlay to it.
Yeah, dude. Throw a fucking snare and a hi-hat in there.
Right.
Maybe a tom every now and then, a little bass drum. Okay, that's intriguing. I'm clearly going Jimmy Page.
Right.
Is playing my lead guitar. Okay. So
Would you have a backup guitarist? Because like if it's a dream team, you could pick Slash as a backup or
you know what?
Jimmy as a backup.
It's funny you say that. Leonard Skinner guitarists, because I don't know their names.
Gary
Guitarists, plural. Is that what did I say? Arthritis? Close enough.
How many different ones are there?
I would get every guitarist from Leonard Skinner that played in Freebird, which I think there's like 3 or 4 in that song.
Okay.
So I would get every guitarist from there. So 3 or 4 of those guys. Jimmy Page playing lead. So I'm having like 5 guitars.
Right.
Dude, I might just go John from Led Zeppelin for the bass player because he's slapping the bass. He's pretty gnarly. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to go Flea for bass from Red Hot Chili Peppers, I believe. And then I'm going to go, did Flea play for?
I don't know if he played for them or did he play for the people that got in trouble for shooting.
Flea, bass player. That's not right. Hold on. Bass player. Who did he? I think it was Red Hot Chili Peppers, right? Am I just stupid? Yeah, Red Hot Chili. Yeah, I was right. I like the Red Hot Chili Pepper bass line. So I'm going 5 guitarists, Jimmy Page being my lead, all the guys from Freebird, Flea on bass.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go drummer. I need the guy from Roots, gnarly drummer from Roots. I forget his name at the moment. He was on Dave Chappelle all the time, that guy. The drummer from Roots. And then vocals. Patsy Cline.
Really? Nobody else?
That's
on
it.
The vocals?
That's all you need. Patsy Cline, baby.
Not
Patsy Cline.
Who's the singer that they did where they put like a microphone in his mouth and had him sing? He sings that Dream On.
Oh, are you talking about Steven Tyler?
Yeah.
From Aerosmith?
Yeah, you want to put him in there?
That would be a hell of a mashup. If I do Steven Tyler and Patsy Cline.
Right.
You have like, because did you ever hear the Aerosmith songs where they mashed up Aerosmith and what was the hip hop group? Was it
I don't remember, but they've done a handful of them where they mash up like Red Hot Chili Peppers and Biggie Smalls.
Yeah. Something like that would be dope. Yeah, but with Patsy Cline. So it would be like a country hard classic rock combo. Right. And you just get this. I feel like it's going to turn into some like, especially with Skinnerd, those guitarists, and then Jimmy just fueling the fire. I feel like it's going to turn into a really southern ballady kind of like raw feel.
Yeah.
Just very Southern comforty. And I think that's what I would go for.
Some Southern comfort.
Honestly. Yeah. And rest in peace to Patsy Cline, dude. I think she's been dead for like 30 years, but seriously, one of the most iconic, influential women in history, like straight up amazing musician. Yeah, man, I don't know who else I would do. That's a loaded question. It really is. I feel like you'd go a lot of ways.
There'd be a lot of good mashups.
I'm actually just now looking at the desk with all our stickers. There's like tons of bands on here too.
Yeah.
Like AC/DC would be a good one. Green Day, Nirvana. You've got all these dope bands. Like, I don't know, dude. Slipknot. I mean, think about that.
They have I haven't gotten able to log into one, but the same way I was showing you AI generated art, they have AI generated like music.
Really?
Yeah. So like you could type in like whoever and whoever.
We're gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
After. Yeah, we'll do that after because I don't want to get flagged.
Right. Yeah.
We had to do our death of the week this week with no music because we're getting flagged for something on YouTube. So like we're having to adjust. And
that's weird.
We can't monetize if we're using copyrighted things, even though it was claimed to be copyright free, royalty free, whatever. So yeah, I don't want to look any of that stuff up, but we'll have to look it up off air. Intriguing question, Mr. Farley. I really appreciate that. That was a good. Are you going for a round? Okay. You grab me one. Mr. Farley, that was a phenomenal question. I hope you tune in, sir. I hope you tune in and I hope you like our answers, man.
Next on the list.
Yeah, dude, we got to get Farley back in here too. Just the
For
bullshit,
sure.
dude. Like his story was so awesome, guys.
But we didn't even get into his creative writing or much of that.
Oh my god, dude! To talk about those stories, which Thomas brought up in the beginning, we talked a little bit off air when we did his episode. I don't think we talked about it at all during the episode.
Very lightly, maybe towards the end.
Very briefly, yeah. But he's an amazing guy, very creative individual, fucking hilarious to talk to. Like, dude is so funny.
And a great come up story.
And I miss you. So
inside of him. Baby,
come back, Farley. We're gonna schedule you for round 2 sometime very, very soon, sir. Yeah, man, I like that, dude. That was an intriguing question for sure. So that's my dream band, man. And yours is pretty intriguing too. I like the hip hop.
Yeah, I'm a big
Kevin
hip-hop
Gates.
head.
I'm a big Kevin Gates guy.
Oh yeah,
I love Kevin Gates, dude.
Anytime he's coming around the area, like he'll be in Tennessee here in a few weeks, and like I'll send him another message. I send him a message all the time.
Come on the Days Grimm, dude.
Bro, like just come on my podcast, man.
Dude, I mean, like, I don't know.
I'll convert to Islam for you.
And you partake in recreational activities that he probably does too.
Kevin Gates is very big on like a lot of Islamic people believe in not doing that stuff. So he's big on like fasting, yoga, working out. Oh yeah. He's not huge on it. Every now and then, he may go out and, do whatever, but it's not.
He's a murderer. Common. Like
maybe
Kevin Gates on it. No, not literally. I mean, like, no, on the track.
Oh yeah.
This dude straight murders. Oh, we're actually, oh snap. We're getting a phone call as we speak. Hold on. I'm going to have to. Wes Luttrell is calling into the podcast. Let's go ahead and reach out to Mr. Wes from Wally Opus Records. Let's see if I got him on here, man. Yeah, I got him right here, dude. Here, I got to decline his call first, and then let's call him right back. See if he answers. Let's see if he answers.
What's up?
Wes, what's up, sir?
Nothing, man. I'm down here in the studio. I got some new shit, so I'm just setting some stuff up.
I got to warn you, you're live on the podcast right now. You're live on the Days Grimm.
Are you shitting?
I'm dead balls, dude. Dead balls. What's up, brother? We're snapping dicks over here, dude.
Oh, that is awesome. Who's on the show? Is it just you guys?
No, it's just us. We had a cancellation today, so we're just calling a bunch of folks. And so I think we were talking a little bit earlier, but basically...
we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're going to see you in 2 weeks. I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, how are you, dude?
I'm doing well, dude. I'm doing well. It's been a good several weeks down here at Wally Opus Studios, so... I am, but I got some stuff, so I'm just upgrading the setup a little bit. But
would you upgrade recently? Did you do new microphones or anything like that?
No, it's so I I had an interface, an audio interface, which just basically takes your your microphones or whatever your signals are and puts them into your computer. Transforms it from whatever to whatever. So I had to get mine fixed, but then I built this like rack box. You guys will see it when you're over at the studio, but it just holds all my gear. So I'm installing everything on the rack box to making it look real slick
and portable.
So it's nothing really fun, but it's all necessary.
No, yeah, definitely, dude. Audio can be very cumbersome.
Yeah,
it's not my favorite, running the podcast. So, which you're all too familiar with. Which, by the way, congratulations to the Strangers yet again. They're going to the Troubadour in LA. We were actually just talking on our previous call just a minute ago about the Strangers and kind of, how they're crushing it and just, getting all this exposure. So, hats off to them, and I hope they keep steamrolling, dude.
Dude, me too. Yeah, they're heading out next weekend. I think several of their families, some of their friends are going. Like they got like a little bandwagon taking a trip out west. So yeah, they're gonna play at the Troubadour, but we need people to vote. Yeah, we need people to vote again.
Explain exactly how to vote again.
Yeah, so what's happened so far and what will happen again on next Sunday is the band will go. So the Strangers will take on a band from Orlando called Breed, and they're going to go head to head on the on the stage of the Troubadour, and it's all going to be live streamed on Twitch. So people can download the Twitch app
or go to the website.
Or go to the website. That's right. It's just a gaming streaming app thing, and you just sign up for an account. It's easy. It's free. You follow DW Presents. DW Presents. That's the company that puts this on.
Yeah, you have to follow them, right?
Yes.
You have to follow them if you want to vote. That's correct.
Okay.
And then after the Strangers play, we vote the shit out of the Strangers.
Oh, we vote our dicks off, dude.
Nonstop.
We do, man. And dude, so far, I mean, people have showed up in like such big numbers.
Hard, dude. I've been watching them, and they're just blowing these votes up, dude.
Doubling people.
Dude. Last Sunday, I mean,
I saw it. It was like 400 to 120 or something.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Mad love. And the Strangers, they deserve so much credit because like they are tapping into every person they've ever met, asking them to vote, getting people on there and getting them the win. So no, 100%. I saw Luke's interview with Channel 14 News. They crushed it.
Yeah,
I mean, they're doing awesome. No, it wasn't Rylan.
Yeah.
It was
no, it was
Lucas and Caden.
Yeah, Caden. Yeah. Caden's the one that I always slip on his name because we haven't had him in the studio. We got to get Caden in the studio.
Yep, the one that got away.
No, the one that got away. I've met him though at a couple of theirs. I've met him, so he's a nice enough guy. But anyway, so the whole point of the phone call is we wanted to reach out to folks that have been on the show, people we want to have on the show, etc., basically inquire to see if like maybe you have a question for the Days Grimm. You're used to being interviewed by us, but like this would be your chance to ask either Thomas or myself or just a generic question about the podcast in general. You got a question like that?
This is good. Yes. Yeah. Let me ask you guys this. So you're having on a guest that you don't know anything about what they're doing, but I guess, maybe someone said you need to have them on or something. Do you guys do like any research, like any like looking into them, or like what's the podcast prep like from week to week?
That's an awesome question. Okay, so I appreciate the phone call, Sarah. Thank you for picking up as soon as we called you back. It wasn't letting me pick up your phone call for some reason, so I just declined it and called you right back. So thank you very much for picking up.
Problem.
Thank you for the question. We're gonna hang up now. We're gonna talk a little bit about it, and then you tune in here in a couple weeks. We'll let you know when the episode airs, and you'll hear our response.
Oh, sweet! All right,
a little teaser for you, dude. A little teaser for you, dude.
That's totally cool. I'm into teasing, so all right.
I'm all about that foreplay, baby.
All right, Wes. Well, I'll see you
All
here
right,
in
well,
like
thank you
a
guys
week and a
for giving
half.
me a call. I'm honored. I love it.
Yeah, dude. We'll see you in a couple weeks, okay?
All right. Sounds great.
Thank
guys
you,
have
sir.
a good podcast.
You
Yeah,
too,
thanks
man.
a lot.
Thanks.
See ya.
All right, bye. Okay, dude. That's a good one. That's a good one.
This is where we show our hand.
Yeah, dude, this is where it all comes off the fucking rails, dude.
This is where we show our hand.
Oh, God.
So the question was, what prep work do you do, right?
Oh, shit.
Well,
This
Wes,
isn't great. This is not a good look for us.
the amount of research I do is extensive. And by extensive, I mean I check out their social medias
Hold on.
very, very swiftly.
I gotta get up.
In
I gotta get up.
in a quick scrolling manner. I see what they're into, what they've been doing lately. I normally check to see their like what their like all the things underneath their little name is, and yeah, that's essentially it. It's all
Like
off,
their credentials?
yeah, it's all off the cuff. You know what I mean? Like we get a general idea from either the person that recommended the person or a quick synopsis based on their social medias or the background they've given us, and we just dig into it there.
Man,
Yeah. God bless you.
thank you. That one was a fighter, bro.
Right.
Dude,
Shit went
Wes,
pop.
Wes, that's an intriguing question, my dude. And honestly, like Thomas just said, dude, we really just kind of, I hesitate to say that we don't put forth a lot of effort because we do.
Yeah.
This show is very difficult. And for those of you that aren't aware, Wes, you're aware, but running a podcast is not easy, right? So like to do a 2-man show, production and everything
Right.
is fucking rough.
Very rough.
It's rough. So if you're out there thinking about, I was talking to a kid the other day, he was wanting advice about starting a podcast. And I was like, listen, get a team.
Right.
Don't do it by yourself, bro. Get you a fucking team because you will fail. Like we're not failing because we're steadfast and we're
Right.
hard workers. You know what I mean? Both of us.
Right.
More you than I, but definitely like nose to the grindstone. We've stayed a path. We've stayed a course.
Yeah, we've got a plan and we stick to it.
And it's just, it takes tenacity and it takes hard work. But that being said, I think going back to the question before this, the time travel one, I think that's why we don't do informational based podcasting because it just takes too much effort. And if you don't have a full 3, 4, 5-man team, it's impossible.
Right. I mean, we spend so much time editing or getting the next guest, prepping the next guest or the guest after
Yeah.
that, and getting everything wrapped up and staying on top of posting that we don't necessarily have the time to dive into a research topic for an entire week to basically form a small paper to debate back and forth.
Exactly. But I do want to expand on that. And you'll agree. The whole point of the Days Grimm is that we sit back. You know, we have a little drink, have a little smoke, whatever you're into, whatever your poison is. We lube it up, you know, the conversation, if you will.
Right.
And it
flows.
it's not, you know, we're not an interview based podcast. We're a hang out with people that have a cool story podcast. And that's all it is. It is just hanging out. And that's what it feels like. And it's less scientific and less analytical and less stressful. It's just more about like, who are you? Here's who we are. Talk to this camera.
Right. What are you doing?
Yeah, dude.
Where have you been? Where are you going?
No stress. So if we've hit you up about a podcast, like coming on and interviewing, or if you've thought about hitting us up for an interview, that's fine. And just know that if you're hesitating because you're worried about the stress of it, there's zero stress. Like, and that's why we don't dive into their credentials, which is a really good question, Wes. And it depends because there are really formidable interview podcasts out there. Like Lex Friedman comes to mind. He has pre-plotted questions. He has these very intriguing individuals on. It's almost navigated.
Right.
And I'm sure he's giving the guest the questions in advance and so on and so forth, which we do none of. It is so relaxed that like we just want it to feel more like an informational hangout with somebody that has a cool story, does something cool, you know, fucking wrangles goats for a living or whatever.
Right.
So that's kind of like how I would explain the Days Grimm. And that's why we don't do the amount of, you know, due diligence that other interviewing podcasts do. So
If you do.
What do you mean?
Like how people say, like, if you do at the end.
What the fuck?
You know what I mean? Like
What, bro?
you never heard that? Like in like old school text or whatever,
If
they're
you
like,
do.
if you do, or like if you mind, or
Oh, if I may?
yeah,
Is it like that?
Yeah, you know what
Oh,
I mean.
okay.
But they're like,
If I may. If you
yeah.
do.
Yeah, if you do, if you do.
Yeah,
You
Wes,
do.
dude. And, you know, I'm excited about what you got going on, dude. We don't want to give too much away, man, but I know you're working hard at some upcoming projects and stuff, and the strangers are crushing it. Your hands are tied. You're always busy. And I'm just excited that you made, 2 minutes to talk to us today. So I really, really appreciate that.
And check out the episode that Wes was on.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't too long ago. It was only a few weeks ago.
80 something.
Yeah. So, yeah, go a few episodes back from here, hit pause, go back, listen to Wes. Amazing amount of musical knowledge. His come up story is phenomenal. Like, I didn't even know what is it? Full Sail
University.
I didn't even know what that was until talking to him. So really cool. Just laid back dude. Super chill episode.
Do we got one more on the docket or no?
Where are we at here?
I think you.
I think we had one more, right? Oh yeah, we do. Dude, I love this guy. I'm not even gonna tell you who it is. Not even gonna tell you who it is, dude. You just have to figure it out. If he picks up, son of a gun, dude.
Hello,
Hello.
Alex Fetcher.
Brian Day.
How are you, sir?
Oh, phenomenal.
You're
How are
live.
you?
I'm good. You're live on the Days Grimm Podcast.
Live. I stay live all the time, so it works out.
Can you hear Thomas?
How you been?
I can barely hear him.
Oh man, that's not good.
So I'm going to step up to the mic and speak like a man.
Hello. No.
What's up, dude? Are you I think you're out to get dinner right now, right?
Yes.
With your
I
lovely
am.
wife?
That is a fact.
That is a fact, Jack. Well, first off, I would like to start this conversation by telling you that I miss you and you're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're very
I miss
welcome.
you as well.
And then also, we're calling folks that have been on the show or folks that we want to have on the show and seeing if they can come up with maybe, like in your case, when you came on the show and we talked about like all your traveling from Cali and like making your way back here and then all your weight loss journey and et cetera, meeting your beautiful wife. We asked a whole bunch of questions of you, but you never really got a chance to ask us a question. Would you have one in mind that you would want to ask either Thomas, myself, or just about the podcast in general?
Oh, does it have to be related to what we talked about?
Nope. Can be anything at all. Whether we had somebody ask about what we would take to travel across the desert. Would we go back in time or to the future? Or, I mean, it can be anything.
I got some silly questions I like to ask people sometimes. Get some interesting answers.
Okay. We can do two, but we're already an hour deep on this episode. So, yeah,
Okay.
we can do two.
All right, I'll ask one for you, Brian, and one for Thomas.
Alrighty.
So I guess I'll go with Brian first, okay?
Ooh.
All right.
Yes,
if you
Daddy?
was a delivery man,
Mm-hmm.
how would you benefit from scissors?
How would I benefit from scissors?
How would you benefit from scissors?
If I was a what?
Delivery.
If you
man.
was a pizza delivery man, how would you benefit from scissors?
Okay. So I've got that question on lock. All right. What's your question for Thomas?
Okay, Thomas, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Hold on. One more time again for the audience.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Alrighty. I already know, but the way we wrap this up is we're going to actually get off the phone with you and discuss this amongst ourselves, and you'll have to tune into this episode to hear the answers.
We're giving you a little tease, dude. So you have to tune in. We'll text you when this episode airs, okay?
All right,
And then you'll get your answer.
Enjoy your dinner.
perfect.
All right. You and your wife have a beautiful evening, okay?
All right, it's good talking to you guys.
Thank
You
you for
as
your
well.
time, sir. Be good.
Bye.
Damn.
All right.
That's deep, dude.
I got mine.
Let me go first
Okay.
because I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to fuck up my answer. So my question was a little more elaborate. Well, actually, they were both pretty elaborate. So my question was, if I was a pizza delivery guy, how would I benefit from scissors?
Correct.
Um,
I have multiple answers for that.
So I think we should answer each other's. We should both. You should just answer mine after I answer.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're gonna answer each other's questions. They're just too good, Alex.
Right.
Those were two really good questions. Dude, okay, so if I'm a pizza delivery guy, I think I benefit from scissors by I got two answers. One would be in case the 14-year-old that's super stoned at the pizza place forgot to cut the pizza.
Right.
Cut
That's what
that
I was
bitch up
thinking.
on the Johnny on the spot in the
Yeah.
car. You know what I'm saying? I go
No,
to check
right
their
in front of
pie.
them.
Yeah.
I do it right in front of them.
Right in front of them, like a Cirque du Soleil,
Exactly.
like Mongolian grill type situation. Yeah, dude,
Pizza
just
comes in the box uncut.
and they just snip, 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 snip.
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be like a talent show type situation. So there's that. Also, self-defense. Those are my answers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Would be that to cut the pizza in front of them, almost like a service up to them. You know what I mean? Like an upsell.
Your question is so much better than mine.
Yeah, my question was, would I fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? And I think I'm gonna go with one horse-sized duck,
Oh my god.
one giant duck.
Can you imagine the bill on that thing, dude? It would
Yeah,
be
it'd be
fucking
huge.
huge. It'd be epic. It
But
would
I
be
think
epic.
I think I could stand up to that better than 100 horse-sized ducks or duck-sized horses.
Duck-sized horses. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the 100. Yeah. Well, I would have to, before answering that question, have to ask him a question. I'll ask you, since it was initially yours. Do you think you're allotted a weapon?
I don't think so. I
'Cause
think
it
it's the same
matters.
as the Chihuahua question.
Because it matters. Oh, that's true. We did ask him the Chihuahua question.
Right.
That's right. That's probably where you got that from. Okay. I'm going 100 duck-sized
Horses,
ponies.
just based on kick factor.
Come at daddy, dude. I got you.
Right. High steps and kicks.
Yeah, dude. And honestly, like, I'm pretty quick. Like, I can move around.
Yeah, but not faster than horses.
That's true. What's their physical capability?
That duck ain't moving very fast, bro. And a horse-sized duck, I didn't get through the woods very fast either. There's a wooded area.
There's a lot to unpack there.
I feel like if there's a horse-sized duck, there's a wooded area I can go into, break some limbs off of, try to sharpen.
Can you imagine a fucking duck? 1,000-pound fucking duck,
Right.
dude.
Be huge.
Fucking terrifying.
For sure.
Jesus Murphy, dude.
Some good questions.
I'm probably going the 100. I'm probably going the 100.
Yeah, I'm going the
100 duck-sized ponies.
Something like that.
Yeah, because I think I could wrangle them. I'm not even going to kill them. I'm gonna have like a flute.
Skabob or skaded. What are the things they tied all those huskies up to in
A
the
sled.
Yeah, but it's like called something special though. It's got like a special name. It's not just a normal sled.
Oh, it's slipping my mind. It's a dog sled.
Yeah.
It's a dog sled. It's called a...
like a ski something.
I
though,
should
right?
know.
It's not a ski doo.
It was in my favorite movie, Balto, as a kid, and I should know. Do you remember Balto?
Yeah, something like that.
Let's just figure this out before we put a bow on today. What's a dog sled called? I don't know. Is this even worth our time? Probably not.
Dog sleigh.
Dog sleigh. It's apparently just a sleigh.
Wow.
I think you're right. I think there is a different name for it though. It's like I don't know.
Oh well.
Yeah, either way. Toboggan sled.
Yep. Toboggan
Sled. Dude, yeah, the ponies, man. That's gonna be a lot. 100 of them.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of high
How
steps.
heavy do you think a duck is? 8 pounds.
Yeah.
So that'd be 800 pounds versus your 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, but
because a horse can get up to 1,000
But the
pounds. So
horses are
honestly,
gonna
I
move
think
fast.
I'm better off than you
I
are.
don't know. We'll see one
Can you
day.
imagine that big old duck bill coming at you, boy?
Like I said, running through the woods, sharpening sticks and throwing them. That duck ain't moving fast.
I don't know, dude. Do you got anybody you want to?
No, I'm good.
He said, no, I'm too. Let's fucking wrap this up. Dude, this one's actually been, for not having a guest, kind of
Yeah,
enjoyable.
It's been good.
Kind of enjoyable.
Be sure to
Quite
like and
different.
subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, you can follow us on there or whatever media player you're using for the audio. And leave a comment, a rating. Spotify is doing ratings now.
Yeah.
Give us a rating, dude. If you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a comment. Tell people about how fucking weird this show is. And then, and if you're watching this and you can see my ugly mug and my sweet fucking camo joggers I'm wearing and Thomas's beautiful hairline, what I would say is pause the video, go down to the bottom right, click on the Days Grimm logo in the video, and then that will allow you to subscribe. Leave us a comment on there too, man. We don't get enough YouTube comments.
Right.
We need more.
For sure.
But yeah, please subscribe anywhere and everywhere, man. So I don't know, dude. What do you think, Thomas?
I think
Feel
this
pretty
has
good about
been
it, man?
another thrilling episode of the Days Grimm. My name is Thomas Grimm. Thanks for listening.
I don't think you're wrong, dude. I think this was another beautiful episode of the Days Grimm. My name is Brian Michael Day.
Have a beautiful day.
Thomas Grimm. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Everyone that answered.
Thank you guys. Goodbye.